On the night of my wedding, my new husband said in a trembling voice, "There's something in the safe. You need to read it now." I wasn't afraid of getting married, but of what the past might reveal. 6 years had passed since the death of my first husband, Arjun, and I thought I had moved on. Until that moment. I hesitated before following him to the old storage room in the basement. The rusty metal safe had never caught my attention before, but now I felt as if every piece of metal held a secret that could change my life. Aniket stood there, his hands shaking, his gaze full of guilt and fear, as if he feared breaking more than just a lock. He entered the code and slowly opened the safe. Inside was a small wooden box. Lifting the lid, I found multiple letters, an old folder, and Arjun's watch. I felt a strange shock, as if the air had been pulled from the room. I began with the first letters, written in Arjun's handwriting. They spoke of his strange fears in the last months of his life, of a sense that something bad was about to happen, and of someone in his circle he didn't fully trust. He also wrote that he saw Aniket as the one he could trust to be by my side if anything ever happened to him. His words were tender and reassuring, yet they ignited unease inside me. Then I moved on to the old folder, which contained notes about Arjun's recent work, secret meetings, and unsent letters, some written cryptically about debts and mysterious figures who had interfered in his life. I felt dizzy, as if Arjun had not been the person I had thought I knew all those years. While I delved into the pages, a thought crossed my mind. What if not everything was innocent? I felt as though I was living in a strange story, as if my past and present life had been one long chapter of a mystery yet to be solved. Aniket tried to calm me, but he didn't touch the papers. He said softly, "Ria, I never opened these letters before because you chose to be with me. I never wanted to influence your decision." I felt grateful, yet something inside me insisted on suspicion. That same night, I dreamed of Arjun. It wasn't just a dream. It felt like he was standing in front of me, whispering in a faint voice, "Be careful. Not everything is as it seems." I woke up shivering, the letters on my lap, and the old watch on the table reminding me of every lost second. The following days brought more surprises. Someone from Arjun's past, an old friend, suddenly appeared, carrying papers and insisting on meeting me away from Aniket. I felt danger and confusion, and Aniket watched me with worry, but I didn't want to hide anything from him. When I spoke with him, he revealed that some of the things Arjun had written in the folder were not innocent, and that there were people who had tried to exploit his death for personal gain. He didn't mention any names directly, but I felt that our new life was on the brink of collapse. My relationship with Aniket was tested in ways I hadn't imagined. One day, a major misunderstanding occurred. I thought he was hiding something about the letters, when in fact he was only trying to protect me from the shock. We argued for the first time, and I faced a whirlwind of guilt and fear. Did I truly love Aniket, or was my heart still bound to Arjun? After weeks of investigation, we discovered the full truth. Arjun had been aware of the threats surrounding him, and he had left those letters for Aniket, expecting that he would be the one to stand by my side after him. Love and loyalty were intertwined with intelligence and caution, as if he had planned ahead even after his death. One night, while we were organizing the letters and notes, we heard footsteps behind us in the basement. We opened the door but found no one, yet the feeling of being watched and the looming danger didn't fade. We had to remain careful, but we chose to face the past instead of running from it. Finally, after weeks of suspense, mysteries, and shock, we understood the truth completely. Arjun was not an ordinary victim. His life had been entangled in a small web of deceit and debts, and everything he left behind had been calculated to protect us. The letters, in the end, were a testament to his deep love and his trust that we could face life together despite everything. On the morning of our wedding, I felt peace at last. The past was no longer a prison, and love was no longer a burden. I held Anikit's hand, knowing that some people don't leave to take life away, but to teach us how to live it again. At that moment, I smiled at life, at the future, and at the secrets that had made us stronger than we ever imagined.